What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, people? This is Mel. Oh, Mr. Fluent. I don't know where I got formal as hell. I got formal. I got formal real quick. This is Mr. Fluent, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning into a special edition of Fluent Radio. I'm your host, Mr. Fluent himself, y'all. I'll show you what Jay's on rocking today. Those maroon joints on. I forgot what they're called, but you already know what it is. Always rocking my J's. Thank you so much for tuning in here to this special edition of Fluent Radio. Miss Shantae McKinney should be coming on in a second, and we have uh, the legendary, iconic Bill Duke that's going to be joining us, and we're going to have us a really, 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 really good time, and we're going to talk about everything Bill Duke. We're going to talk about his his movies. We're going to talk about his upbringing, his director, his producing credits. We're going to talk about his directed movies. We're going to talk about everything from Predator to Rage in Harlem to Get Rich or Die Trying. We're going to talk about everything. And it is going to be very, very, very insightful. And I want everyone to please tune in. Um, and yeah, and please comment, please. It is warranted to comment on something like this. I I'm in awe right now. To be honest, this is going to be a very, very, very special interview for everyone, as far as to keep trying and don't ever give up, sort of thing. Um, this type of interview right now is actually needed, um, for everything. Is very needed for just society and us as Black people. So we definitely, definitely, definitely need this type of energy, and we're going to hear all about his illustrious career. And I can't wait to get started. They're going to come in a few minutes. Shantae McKinney, she's going to come in a few minutes, and we're going to have us some fun, like always.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Right?
I don't know yet. This ain't just a regular interview. This is crazy. This is gonna be this is iconic, man. It's crazy.
Black excellence right
Yes, yes, at its finest. And when you guys hear his story, um, it's going to definitely inspire you to be great. What's going on, Mom?
Nothing much. Happy to see you.
I can't hear her through.
Hold on, wait a minute. Can you hear me?
Everything's through here now. But
Okay.
you can hear better though.
So these headphones, no.
No, these headphones right. Bob, you can hear me.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. So he actually checked in. He was already in when I got. Huh?
He said he ain't playing no games with you. With
Right.
us.
I couldn't hear him through the computer.
You
So
want, I can put it through here.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. We'll keep it like this, and we go keep it pimping. So this is going to be y'all. Of course, my lovely host Shantae McKinney, and we this is going to be pretty dope, to say the
Yeah.
least.
I'm excited.
Yeah, he like I said, he was already in when I connected everything. He was sitting right. I was like, holy crap! Okay, yeah, this is real now. So
Yeah, he ain't playing no games with us today.
no, he ain't. But we definitely gonna. Hello, can you
Can you
still
hear
hear me?
me?
Yeah, yeah. So you still ain't got there yet? Yeah, that dude Cleophas and Jerome must be delivering.
Man.
Let's talk about Dunkin' Donuts
Or Santana and Francisco.
let me give me a latte. You late, dude? You late? Nah, they'll be all right. So, but it's gonna be real crazy. You got your everybody got the questions and stuff ready. We gonna have us a good time, man.
What's
This is gonna be dope.
one of your favorite movies from?
Predator.
Um,
Predator was good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Get
My
Rich or Die
favorite.
Trying. Miss
Yes.
Society. He's known for Men's Society because he was like, see, you know, you're gonna fuck that, right?
Yeah. What a classic
line.
line.
That one. That's classic.
No, his classic line is "Get rich or die trying." He said, "I am God."
Yeah. That's another classic one. Yeah, you're absolutely
Power.
right.
The way he said it was like it shook me. Like,
he's a legend for redoing it on Boondocks though. The whole Menace Society one, that was fun.
Definitely. He was in Action Jackson too. Like I can go on and on and on and on. I can go on and on. He was in X-Men Last Stand-In, Raging Harlem, Commando, Sister Act. Like
he's one of those God tier actors, like a Morgan Freeman, like a Denzel.
And what's even more interesting is the story behind how he was raised or where he grew up in, you know, in Poughkeepsie, New York. So it's gonna be real dope. And then everyone, we have AJ Johnson a little later today about 5 p.m. We're gonna interview him as well, and we're gonna find out all about his ins and outs and things like that. So
big interviews today. Very,
very big interviews. We got a lot of good interviews coming up. A lot of it's gonna be real good. I'm like speechless, and that don't happen.
I know
you usually got something to say.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So I can't wait to get it in. So I gotta make sure I ain't stuttering too much.
You gonna stutter?
Yeah,
God now.
You should see me, man. He came on, and I was like, "Woo!"
You get your water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Perch. Yes. It's gonna be real dope. So when he do come in, it's going to be. Oh yeah, we also was granted another interview for someone off the show of Mixish, and I'll talk to you about that once we get off. That's actually Wednesday.
Don DeMarco.
So we were granted an interview with someone for Mixish show, and that's gonna be Wednesday at 3. So
Zach Morris, Zach Morris.
No, it's a. Well, y'all see. I don't want to say too much. I want to say too much. Y'all know. I like surprises.
I hate when you give out hints and then you don't give no lead up.
Yes, yeah, I can't do it. I can't even do it with Shantae because every time I say something, she wants me to say the whole thing. No. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna say the whole thing. No, you're just gonna be thirsty until I say it.
It's bogus.
So that's what it is.
I got some water. I am not thirsty.
So yeah, it's gonna be good, y'all. So everybody, make sure you got your popcorn. You got all your stuff just ready because we're gonna have us a really, really, really good time.
If you're in the Midwest, you need a blanket and some soup or some chili. It's cold.
And some ice. Some salt.
It is cold today. But we are here.
We hot today.
We are here. We actually been hot for a little while, but you know that's not here or there.
DeMarco again.
So it's gonna be really good.
Well, how was your ride getting here? Not too bad, right?
No. See, we don't stay too far from the station. So even before we moved to Crestwood, we didn't stay too far because we always want to be able to get here just in case we need to, whether it's security reasons or just we need to get here or whatever. We always need to be close just to make sure. Like I said, we can get here. Sean, Demon they all received their stuff, so they're gonna be making posts about the magazine. See, Sean, we got him the samples of the cologne perfume too. So Demon, he also said something about he wanted to be on the radio. So we'll see what happens with that. Everything is hypothetical until it actually happens. Everything is hypothetical. So, but it should be good, and we should be good.
We got 5 minutes.
Yes. Bill Duke time is probably like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Is he like your blue whale? Huh? Like a couple years ago, would you imagine that you would have been interviewing him?
It's I don't know how to explain it to everyone, but it's dope as hell to know that you have movies that you own, or that you are streaming, or whatever the case is, and you have interviewed people that are in these movies, or songs that you grew up on, or things like that. Like it does something to you when it comes to something like this. But
That
yeah,
connection.
the connect, definitely the connection.
I think
Man,
one of my biggest connections was CC Peniston.
yeah, yeah, y'all
I was
connected out
pregnant
immediately.
too.
Yeah, y'all connected because she had that bracelet on.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Hey, girl."
yeah, y'all connected immediately. That was pretty dope. And not to mention the concert afterwards. Oh man,
Man,
little mom was jumping all the way around in your belly at that day, boy. She was.
she came out dancing because she seen me
Yeah,
dancing. I got to see you a video. She was dancing last night.
yeah. It was pretty. It was dope. If y'all ain't like, if y'all ain't getting in tune, you need to get in tune, because like when these concerts start coming back,
Ooh,
Lort, I know the wire is around there.
I'm just trying to see if I can even do it or not. Or should I even do it? Should I just leave it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. We got about 6 people in now, so
I never
Really?
look at the comments, and that's always because I have the full screen on.
right. I don't really look at the comments either. I honestly, um, because I be in the interview. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I be
So
focused. Like,
I
yeah,
just leave it.
yeah. And just in case everybody, we living on the rock or whatever, we interviewed Lil Flip yesterday. He was pretty dope too.
man,
He
let
even
me
gave us
tell
a
you.
freestyle. He even gave us a freestyle, y'all, and he put Fluent Radio in it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
And that car,
yeah,
I'm
man.
such a car booty.
No, but
People in Texas don't play about their cars.
no, but he
From the
had it right.
rap in general.
But he had it right. He said, "Yo, everybody rushing out to go get these doggone red bottoms and da da da." He's like, "If you save your money, you
You
get
gonna
your
get a
credit
car.
right, you get a car." You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand, when you come to those type of cars, you have to be fully prepared for the insurance of that car,
Mm-hmm.
and the maintenance. So
Your
Yes.
wheels is insured and
your
everything.
our oil changes right now, they're between, I don't know, 30, 40, $50. A car like that,
Slight flex.
you can't put no 87 unleaded in. No, because this is one of those things. Every time you go to the doggone gas station, you're gonna be making life decisions.
It took $1,000 to fill it up.
You'll be making life, just because I know the Tahoe I got, it costs almost $50 to fill up.
Yes. We got the same Tahoe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no, man. That minivan is like 40 to fill up.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
it's and that's 87. That's 87. Imagine if I use 93. So
$100
definitely. So here he is now.
on the dot.
What's going on, sir?
God bless you. How are you today?
God bless you too. I'm okay. We got some snow out here, but you out there with that sunshine and stuff. So
Could you hold 1 second, sir?
yes, sir.
Hello. Go ahead. Yeah, just get one pack. Thank you. Sorry about that, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. Business never wastes. I get it. So we're gonna do the proper introduction for the person that I have on today. Yeah, we are looking at Black excellence, and we're going to hear of Black excellence. He has over a 40-year career in just in movies, directing, screenwriting. He's an author, over 35 movies. Man, I can't say enough. Everyone knows him from Menace to Society. He has been in Get Rich or Die Trying, Action Jackson, X-Men Last Stand, Predator, Deep Cover. Like, there are so many, Commando. There are so many iconic movies that this wonderful human being has been in. I would like to introduce you to the one and the only Bill Duke.
God bless you both. God bless you.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm blessed, brother. Every day I get up, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. Thank you so much for taking the time out to interview with us, and we want to get to know more about you and what you got coming up, and we're going to touch on everything in this next hour. So tell us how did you get started with just movies and just acting?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to leave by 10:55. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
How do I what now?
How did you get started with acting in movies, and how did you get started?
That's a long quote. Let's see. Well, in terms of acting, I'll try to make it short as possible. I grew up with a disease called dyslexia. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but and I was born in 1943 during segregation, and I wasn't, because of dyslexia, I wasn't a good communicator, so I wrote a journal, poems and ideas and skits and everything in the journal because I didn't. And so, dyslexia is a two-sided thing. It's hard to communicate, but the other side of your brain is almost like a photographic memory. And so I memorized the half of Roget's thesaurus to use big words to appear as though I could communicate well. Half of the time, I didn't know what half of them meant, but anyway, it made the appearance. So I was at Dutchess Community College, and Constance Kuhn, who was the head of the Department of Speech and Drama, we put a play on every year, and it was The Emperor Jones, and she made me starring Emperor Jones by Eugene O'Neill. And something hit me, but in those days, the only person out there was Sidney Poitier.
Wow.
And I told my parents, I really like this acting thing. They said, you're crazy, don't do it. And you always write in your journal, become an English teacher. And so I applied for Boston University, and I got into BU. And as an English major, I don't know if you know who Chaucer is or not, but he's an old English writer. And I was not. I'd fallen asleep for the third time in my Chaucer class, and they kicked me out.
Wow.
So my buddy, my roommate Israel Hicks said, "Hey man, you want to do this acting thing? You should go up to the drama department and audition with your Emperor Jones monologue." There's a gentleman named Lloyd Richards, who was the first Black director on Broadway with The Raisin in the Sun. Sidney Poitier, and I mean, I said, well, I'm not going to get him. And Israel said, try it. I went up, auditioned, and I got in. And I'm glad there was no internet or cell phones at the time, because the next semester I was dancing across a ballet stage with ballet.
You like 6'4", ain't you?
Right.
Wow.
No.
I'll just say, please. That would not have been a pretty picture. Okay?
I'm imagining this in my head.
No, don't stop. Anyway, so I stayed with Lloyd there, and then he went to NYU School of the Arts, became the head there, and I followed him there. He became my mentor. And then at the Nero Ensemble Company, he gave me my first job there. And then he did a project called Gold Watch about the internment of the Japanese during World War II for PBS. He said, "Bill, I need an assistant." I said, "Great." And so I came out to LA with him, was his assistant, getting ready to go back to New York. He says, no, Bill, listen, I believe in you. You have something. Stay here. And I was hesitant, but I stayed. And based on his instruction, his support and everything, relationships, I was able to get car wash, and things went on from there.
Wow.
Wow. And you said when you were born, it was around segregation. So your parents, so you guys kind of, I'm not going to say witness, but you kind of, it was around the Emmett Till era, correct?
Unfortunately, yes. Nice. When you say Emmett Till, when I see that picture of his face after they threw him in that pond and tortured him, and his mother, what a courageous soul, She refused to close the casket because she wanted everybody to see what they had done. I get emotional about that because it's like, and the lady later came and said he never whistled at her, he never approached her, he never did anything. But he paid for her lie with his life.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something that was very, very, very disturbing. Because it could have happened to any of us.
Correct.
It can happen to any of us.
I mean, those days, all you had to say is, well, Bill, that little black boy looked at me and you could be gone. Because they were having, in those days, they were having lynchings and what they call nigger barbecues. There's a book, I don't know if you know it or not, it's called Without Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
It's a picture book of all of the atrocities, genocide against us. They had two ways of barbecuing us. They put on a spit, we were alive and turn us like we were pork. And then they would hang us in a tree and put a fire below us till our bodies dehydrated into ashes. And then they take a piece of the ash and smile and have a picture. I mean, hundreds of people with kids smile with our ashes in their faces. Without Sanctuary, it's an incredible book. I have it on my dining room table because I'm not masochistic, but I never want to forget what we went through. Because a lot of people today, young people particularly, have no idea. They have no idea what we've been through, and no one's teaching them. Black studies are being taken out of high schools, and so as a result, all they know is today. And without knowing your past, you can't understand the context of today.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Just hearing that, it just makes you feel a different sort of way. Because even now, it's like it's just repeating itself.
It's really, you see that on certain levels, it's never gone away.
Right.
We are still. What's disturbing though, and I have arguments about this all the time with friends of mine who say the system's responsible, but there was an interview with a black policeman not too long ago, white policeman, and the interview was talking to him about, the killing of black men in our community. And, the cop was saying, I don't think any officer should kill anybody without, warranted justification. He said, but I work in the black community all the time, and 10 times of you are killing each other than we are. He said, so a racist cop, he said, looking at the fact that you're killing more of each other and saying, hey, I just killed one this month, you killed 20. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Did you see the interview, this is like a year and a half ago, I think it was on CNN, with the new head of the KKK, this young guy?
Mm-hmm.
You saw that? Dressed in a suit, tie, and shoes. And when they asked him, hey, how come you ain't wearing your hood and robes no more? And he looked at the interviewer and said, because we don't have to.
Wow.
Damn.
And
right in plain sight.
And the crazy part is so factual.
Yes.
I think the even more crazy part is that they are honest and open.
Yes.
And it's still being denied and stated that it's not real. And even our own people are like, well, that's not true. And like, are you listening? Are you looking?
We're asleep.
Yes.
We better wake up
now.
And the reason why this interview couldn't come at a better time is I don't know if you saw the movie American Skin.
I haven't seen it.
The premise of it is this guy's son gets killed by the police. So what he did was he took a police station hostage, and he just did the trial all over again, just with officers and convicts. And the officer, he's bawling, saying he didn't mean to kill his son, and wham, and at the end of the movie, they got an understanding. You have to see it. I don't want to give too much away of the movie, but it is, yeah.
It sounds like a great idea.
Yes, and it's the same guy who played in what's that movie? The Nat Turner. Can't think of his name right now. But yeah, definitely when you get a chance, definitely check out that movie. So all right, so we're gonna go into some of your movies. You have directed, you have produced, screenwriter, the whole nine now. Some, like I said, some iconic movies like Predator, like that started, like, to me, besides Alien, this kind of started this whole alien thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it like, filming with Arnold, and it was Jesse the Body and things like that?
Well, it was an incredible experience. We were in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and then we went down to Palenque near the Guatemalan border. We were there for months, and it was like 100 and some degrees heat with humidity up in the middle of the jungle. When I say like a half hour, 40 minutes from the hotel, and going up this mountain with no guardrails every day. And they set it up so that we could be as comfortable as possible. We were in the middle of the jungle, and that belonged to the insects and the animals and snakes and stuff. And so we would be, the first week we were there, the caterer put netting around the food tent because of the bugs and stuff. But every time we got the food, there'd be bugs in the food. And we said, take this stuff back. We ain't no food with no bugs in it. But that was the only food that was there. So by the second week, there were still bugs in the food. It was called protein. I'm not exaggerating.
There's no Subway near, so
when you're hungry, you're hungry.
You gonna eat.
That's all the food you got. Guess what? And you know about the Predator story, right? That was not the original Predator.
Really? Okay. Well, there has been movies that came after it, but okay. So explain that.
The original Predator was a much smaller character, laser beams coming out of different parts of his body and stuff, and very fast moving, flew through trees. And the actor that was playing that had to be put in a felt suit in 100 and some degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and they put him on wires and flew him through trees because they're going to put the after effects on in post-production of the Predator. And the guy got dehydrated twice and passed out and fell to the ground. And so the producer comes over to him and says, look, don't take this personally, but if you pass out again, I'm firing you.
Oh.
So he says, so I'm not passing out on purpose. I got this felt suit on, it's over 100 degrees, and I'm dehydrated, man. So the producer says, I understand, but don't pass out again. 2 weeks go by, the guy's flying through the trees, and he passes out again. Producer goes over to him and says, you're fired.
Oh, no.
That guy was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Wow.
That was the first job he had in America.
Wow.
I love hearing these backstories. Like, I love it.
True story.
Wow.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
was our first Predator person.
Wow.
Yes, he was the first one. He didn't get in the movie because
he kept passing out. I know every time he watches the Predator, he's like, that was my part.
That's right.
That was my part.
That's exactly right. Sure he does.
Wow.
the crazy part, that movie kicked off like a series of Alien vs Predator, and and it goes all the way back to where the first Predators, and they got dogs and all kinds of stuff, and it's crazy. And every movie that you have played in, you have been the coolest guy ever. Ever. Even in Action Jackson. You were like the coolest, like I was like, man, see, look, us dark skinned folks, man, you're like us dark skinned folks, man, we cool, man. We cool. If he can do it, we cool. You know, if he can be in the jungle eating protein, I can be in the jungle eating protein.
I don't think so.
Even whether it's Car Wash, like I said, Action Jackson, you were even cool in X-Men. Like, how do you get cool in the like usually it's like the Wolverine and all them, they cool. But he don't even have on a suit of no makeup, no prosthetics, nothing. He's still cool.
Yes. The energy.
I enjoy what I do, I really do enjoy it. So try to do the best I can,
Definitely. And the always iconic Menace to Society.
Don't say it. No, I know you're gonna say it. You
already have another line that's my favorite.
You always got the coolest and the coolest lines. Action! Like, look, he even yelling, he sounds cool. What? How'd that work? But like I said, Menace to Society, even in Predator, like he was cool. Like you can see the Predator. He was like, man, it's gonna be me and you. You even killed a warhog. Like wait a minute. I told you that kicked off. Like black folks being very, very cautious of everything. It looks like a Rottweiler right there. No, it's a warhog, but he has to die.
I think that's how the roaches became protein.
What can I say?
But yes, definitely, the iconic Menace to Society line. Can you please give it to us?
You don't fucked up, right?
You got it.
Yes. That is the single most. Man, that's the single. I think my parents used that on me.
Yeah, my daddy definitely used it on me, and I don't even know if he watched Minister Society.
It was that line, and then Shantae, you say you had another line?
Get rich or die trying, when you were talking to 50 Cent behind the glass. And he said, you always reminded me of God. And you said, I am God. That scene was like a room shaker for me. It's like your energy, your presence, it's indescribable, but it's comforting for me as a woman. It makes me feel like that protection. Yes.
Thank you.
And you're very versatile with it too, because you were an American Gigolo, you were a gay pimp.
Yes.
Versatile. This is versatile. You can go from being commando to like a police sergeant to like a gay pimp. That's dope. Like that's versatility to me. And it's just the range, and it's by far just amazing.
I think it was more of a bisexual pimp.
Okay.
It's not a big difference.
No, but it sounds a little better. Okay, that's cool. So you have
so instead of a GP, it's a BP.
Yeah. GP, yeah, it's a BP. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you're right.
That sounds horrible.
Definitely. And like I said, it's just the range is just amazing, and just how you got to where you are from. You panhandled. I mean, it's amazing, and you didn't give up. Like you didn't give up. Has that ever been any character that you have played that you have not connected with?
Yes, there's one, but I hope you never see it.
We'll watch it now.
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell you what it is, but yes, there's one.
Yeah. You ain't gonna tell me. So
you don't go searching for it.
Yeah, I sure am. I was like, he looks uncomfortable.
Right now, what's your name?
He looks uncomfortable right there. So out of all the characters that you have played, are they because I ask this question all the time, are there any parts of your personality, or it's just acting?
I think when I did Car Wash at the time, I think I was an angry young black man who didn't understand how we're going to change things, because, you know, it was easy to relate to because of my frustration as a young black man in America at that time. So I let a lot of what my pain was out through that character.
Mm. How was it like? I know when with our black men, the taller and the more masculine they are, it's not even almost, there's more fear from the white man. So you're a very tall gentleman. How was that back then? Like, were people more intimidated because of your height?
Well, not only if I got in the elevator with a white woman, would she grab her purse and go to the corner.
Mm.
But if I was in the elevator with a white man, he'd grab his purse and go to the corner too.
And if he didn't have a purse, he needed one, didn't he?
Yes.
And it's crazy you say that, because it's not just a height, it's your complexion too. You're a darker male.
That's
so
right.
that's automatically immediately just, people would fear that. At the end of the day, they were just, oh man, he's like 6, because I'm only 5'3".
I got you. Okay, and they scared of you too, huh?
Kinda, but not really. Kinda, like, just flick him. He just flick him. But this guy right here, we gotta call a few people. This guy right here, you gotta call a few people. He's tall. He just tall. Okay, so you do have you did write a book or books.
Yes, my book, Bill Duke, 40 Years on Screen and Behind the Camera. It's about my life, and it's about my life in the industry also. It's, my journey, and it's easier talking about my career. It's harder talking about my personal life because you have to be more vulnerable.
Right.
But I got a lot of stuff out, and it's helpful because it's purging,
Mm-hmm.
It's like therapy.
Yeah, it is. It's like when you're writing, it's like you're in a room by yourself and you're putting it out there, you're vomiting it out, but it's not painless, put it that way. But I'm glad to share it because I wanted to, if there are young people that are facing difficulties, I want them to know some of the things I went through and I got through it, so probably they can too.
Definitely. Because so with how you grew up and now, is there a difference?
Is there a difference? Yes, in some ways there are many more opportunities than existed before.
Mm-hmm.
The internet has given us the ability to do a lot of different things that did not exist before.
Mm-hmm.
When I came up, there was no cell phone and no internet. The first cell phone that I had was this big. I don't know if you ever saw it. I'm not exaggerating. It was this big.
Mm-hmm.
I came with a box, and I thought I was the coolest person in the world. But it's like things have changed in terms of opportunity to a certain extent, but in terms of the Black Lives Movement is helping, and other movements are helping, but we need a lot more support. We need a lot more inclusion. We need a lot more, not just being employees,
Mm-hmm.
but employers.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to be put in positions where we have we make the mistake of thinking that money is power. And money is very important to have to take care of your needs. But the people with no power, you don't even know what they look like.
Sure
They don't drive. A lot of them don't drive big cars. I met with a gentleman, this like 8 or 9 years ago now. I mean, rich man. He was at the Four Seasons Hotel, and I was sitting and having lunch at the Four Seasons, and people were coming over. This guy was dressed in just like a sweatshirt almost, and khakis and rusty shoes, and I saw him drive up. He drove up in a Prius. But when he sat down, all the waiters went to that table. Sir, what can we do for you? Da, 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 da. So I'd gone there like 3 times, and the same guy was there. And I finally asked the waiter, I said, wait a minute, this guy, who's this little guy over there? And the waiter says, oh, no, you don't understand. He owns 15 Four Seasons hotels throughout the world. And he lives in the top floor of the Four Seasons Andohini.
Wow.
And he didn't say he lived in one of the units. He said the top floor. And so one time I went over and talked to him. I said, sir, I can ask you a couple of questions. And he said, yeah. I said, you have a lot of money. And I said that, you're very wealthy and you're very humble. And you don't have a Bentley, you don't have a Mercedes, you don't have anything. You just come. I said, why is that? He looks at me and he said, because those things aren't important. And this is a guy that's hundreds of, he's got so much money. I said, so what's important, sir? He said to me, I know you may think this is corny, but I hope you never forget what I say. He said, the most important thing in our lives is what we think about ourselves.
Wow.
He said, you can have all the money in the world. He said, but if you pass by that mirror and you don't like what you see, makes no difference.
Wow.
It reminds me of another story about this guy that was in Variety around 12 years ago. He was a producer. He was an executive at a studio. Powerful guy. Very unpopular. People just hated him because of his attitude. Very, And so the interviewer was saying to him, he says, you have one of the most powerful people in Hollywood, and people dislike you. He said, you have, and he says, even in this interview, you have an attitude. He said, can you explain to me why you are the way you are? So the guy said, okay. So I came to Hollywood. I was a nice guy. I was innocent. I got butchered. And he said, so I decided to become the butcher. And I betrayed friends trying to climb to the mountain to the top. I stepped on friends and trust and people who believed in me and everything else. And he said, and I climbed the mountain over 18 years. And he said, I finally got to the top of the mountain with all the fame, all the money and glory. And guess when I got there, and guess what I found?
Nothing.
Ice and snow. He said, if you had climbed all those years and all that way and done all those things, and when you got to the top and all you found was ice and snow, wouldn't you be pissed off too?
Wow.
Oh, and mad.
I said, damn, okay. I think I get that. I think I get it. I think I get that. Ice and snow. Okay.
Wow. That makes so, and it's two different ends of the spectrum.
Yep.
You know, it's two different ends of the spectrum. He clawed his way to get to the top and found out that it was exactly what he thought it was. And this other guy, he's just kind of like, I'm just simple. I own a few hotels, but I'm still simple.
Right.
I don't need a Rolex. I don't need.
It's like, Kanye West is a very controversial character, but I think before his mother's death, he's one of the greatest lyricists. Kanye was an activist. Kanye really, he got into stuff that not hardly anybody, KRS-One, Common, and what's his name? What did I say?
Kanye, KRS.
Kanye, yes, Kanye, yeah. But here, there's two things that he wrote that I'll never forget, and I think one of them was in school days. The lyric when he said, "Oh my people, for that dollar, how low we stoop. When you riding in your Benz, you still a nigga in the coupe."
Yep.
Yes.
I want to salute you for knowing those bars.
What is that great line?
Mm-hmm.
Very.
See, we up there like this.
Mm-hmm.
Say, is that a nigga in that?
Mm-hmm.
He thinks we doing it. He's still a nigga.
You be like this, And one of my favorite Kanye songs is "Crack Music."
Hey.
My producer he's cheering for that right now.
Oh, what a great song! That song
is that one of the greatest songs ever, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That song goes to the heart of things for us as a culture, man. I mean, he hit it hard, man, and it brings tears to my eyes when I hear this song because he's talking about our mothers and grandmothers who clean kitchens and stuff and da 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 da. And anyway, you should listen to the song. It's incredible song.
Definitely, and just while we are, even just reading your journey and just hearing about everything that that you have been through and you have witnessed, the lyrics that come to my mind is Jay-Z says something where he goes, no matter where you go, you are who you are. You could try to change, but just the top layer.
Right, exactly right.
No matter, you was who you was before you got here.
Right.
Yeah.
And even what you just said, no matter what, you're still a nigga in the coop.
And we forget that,
Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, you got $1 million in the bank, but you still
a nigga in the coop.
Yeah, you still that.
My buddy said
we
get what's called blamnesia. That's the black man's amnesia. Blamnesia. I was in a restaurant, this is like 3 or 4 years ago now in New York City with some buddies of mine, and we had a great dinner at this fancy restaurant. I think we spent $200 a piece or more on 2 big bottles of champagne. Came out of the restaurant. Each of us was going back to our hotels. There was this young lady in her early 20s with her baby. We're talking about in the wintertime, on the sidewalk begging for money. And so I reached in my pocket and I put some money in her hand. And I'm walking away. And one of my wealthiest buddies, black man, by the way, black, says to me, "Why'd you do that?" So what are you talking about? "Why'd you give her that money?" I said, "Because she's with her baby and obviously she ain't got no food. So we just had this meal that cost us $800. So I gave her some money. What's the big deal?" He says, "Well, she got to pull herself up by her bootstraps." I said to him, "Do you see her with any damn boots on?" But see, he came from a very difficult time. He came from poverty, but somehow he
forgot
where he came from.
He got amnesia.
I'm gonna use that one.
I swear, look, you started with this glamnesia.
Glamnesia, black man.
Glamnesia. Yep.
Glamnesia.
Yep. As soon as, yep. Oh, I can't wait to use that one.
It's gonna be his first post on Facebook after this.
You got glamnesia, don't you?
You got glamnesia.
You forgot. So you have. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna use that one. That one's going right into the repertoire of all the other colorful words that I say. So you have.
So in other words, you're a shameless thief.
Shameless. A shameless thief.
You shameless thief.
So you told somebody, "I'm taking this from you." Right? I like it. That's better. I like that.
I tell you right to your face, hey, I'm going to use this.
I like that better.
Yeah, I'm a bar it.
Yeah,
I'm a bar it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna bar it so long that you gotta bar it back.
It's like you sound like some of my relatives.
I just want to know about.
We related?
Are we related?
Are we all us related?
We probably so. We look on that family tree, like yeah. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. Yep, that's him.
At the bottom,
him like a long lost uncle. Right there. You know?
That's right.
What you finna say, Shantae?
I just want to know about the statue you have behind you. That piece of lovely art.
Well, thank you. I've been very fortunate to travel to many different parts of the world, and I'm a collector of African art.
Yes, me too. That's why I asked.
I love it. And friends, I've been to several parts of Africa, so it's one of the pieces I got. And friends even give me African art because they know that I collect. So it's like, I love our culture. We create such beautiful. We're actually, Jesus was the first alchemist. He turned water into wine. But we as a culture, we take whatever negative is given us. And many times we turn it into something
beautiful.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You just helped me recognize a power in myself that I recently embraced. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And it's crazy, something. I don't know if you knew this about him. You're like a teacher in Ethiopia or was a teacher in Ethiopia for meditation?
I learned transcendental meditation in Ethiopia.
Wow.
It saves my life every day. I was a drug head at the time, and my friend Edith Tengamana said, "Bill, you're going down fast. You got to do something, man." And so I brought everything. Okay. And so this is a bit of rejection, and people tell you to get over it. You go for 5 auditions in 2 weeks, and everybody says, no, 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 no. They tell you not to take it personally, but you do. And it hurts because it makes you feel like you're not worthy. And so to kill that pain, I took drugs and alcohol. And so it said to me, you really have to do something. And so I said, okay, what is it? She said, meditation. That's some hippie stuff. So she came to me 4 or 5 times, and I finally said, okay. And I did it. And I was taking drugs while I was doing it. She said, no. She said, if you meditate for 3 straight weeks and don't take any drugs with no drugs or alcohol with the meditation, she said, if after that you still want drugs and alcohol, I'll buy you an ounce of anything you want. I said, bet.
I'm gonna conquer this.
You know what I'm saying?
I won't.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just, because I know it ain't gonna work. I'm just waiting for my ounce. You know what I'm saying? So, first week went by, I felt a little bit. Second week went by, and the peace, the feeling of wholeness that the drugs was giving me, the meditation gave me. But the third week, I was like, I haven't touched a drug since.
Wow.
That was in 19. No, that was 1970 something. Anyway, it's many years ago.
I know you gotta go, because I'm helping you watch the time.
yeah, I am too. I'm over here babysitting too. I said, I know he need to go at 55.
No problem.
We got to make sure.
Share the name of that book for our viewers one more time.
Which one?
The one that you have on your dining room table.
Oh, shall I go get it and show it to you?
Yeah, if you want to go get it, that's
that'd be even better, right?
Yeah,
that's even better. Yeah.
We'll show them to you.
Y'all get ready to take a screenshot now.
You got it.
Question. What can you ask? I want to ask him about the process of working on car work with George Carlin and
I don't know if that's us. Is that us?
But yeah,
1 second, everybody. He's going to get this book where everyone definitely needs to read, and definitely make sure you go get his Bill Duke's autobiography for the years of I think it's called Film. Yeah. But definitely go on Amazon and purchase that.
He should do a master class. He really should.
Yeah,
of acting.
Definitely, like, yeah.
What was the name?
And like his sense of humor bleeds through even those like serious roles.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 books.
2. We got a bonus.
Definitely starting a lot of classics.
Okay. Like that. All right, so that's the book.
Without Sanctuary. See the lynching?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
See it? Without Sanctuary. Let me show you another picture. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
See it? The lynching?
Yeah.
See it?
Yes, sir.
One more.
What inspired you to keep it on your dining room table?
My daughter, her friends, and myself. I never, ever, ever, ever want to forget, because it gives you perspective and context.
Mm-hmm.
We came out of this to now. Can you imagine what it takes to do that?
Yeah.
The people before us, the people who before us came out of that and brought us to where we are. The sacrifices they made for us. You should never, ever forget it.
Never.
I have a second book. It's one of my favorites. Can you see it?
African American.
African American Inventions and Inventors. Get this book. Let me give you some examples. Adolph Shams invented the multi-stage rocket. Black man.
Wow.
Thomas Stewart invented the mop. Black man.
I might have a whole new view on mopping my house now.
That's right. Granville T. Woods invented the electric automatic cutoff switch.
Wow.
January 1st, 1839.
Wow.
Everybody should have this book of our culture to see what we have done, what we continue to do. It's like, that's why I have my foundation, because the Duke Media Foundation,
Right.
We try to give back to people to let them know. We teach media literacy and financial literacy because we want them to understand not only how to, for example, spend a dollar, but how to use a dollar. And also the context from which they've come, and that we move from the film and television business into the media business. And we teach them how these things have come together and how they can start their own networks and everything. So that's what we do.
So question. What's next for Bill Duke?
Well, only God knows that for sure. But I have a couple of plans. I just came back from Atlanta shooting Black Lightning, which is it's a show on
Netflix.
CW, yes, on Netflix, yes. And so that episode, and I shot a thing with The Oval that's coming on too with Tyler Perry. And I'm in the process of developing a couple of feature films, which one of them is pretty close to being funded. So I'll know about that in the next week or so. And I'm launching my own network.
Wow.
Called Unite, YOUNITE.
YOUNITE.
NITE. And it's a network that has several programs on it. And what it does is basically in this world of division, we are trying to bring people together. See, I may have a different opinion than you about something, but I don't have to hate you because we differ.
Right.
I can still have a conversation with you. It doesn't mean that you're Satan because you think this or that. I may, really, really disagree with you. But the fact of the matter is you have a right to have your opinion. And so let's discuss that, because only out of discussion can anything change. And so it's called Unite.
Beautiful.
Well, I and before you get out here, I'm just going, shameless plug, we are all black radio station. We have been syndicated, Atlanta and in Philly. We have a magazine, perfume, cologne, like the whole nine. So I'm also an actor, but that's not here or there. I'm also an actor. Since you got some feature films, I'm also an actor. So we ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. A choreographer too. We ain't gonna say. I don't sing, but I can dance.
but can I say this honestly? What transcends everything you just said is your humility. I'm joking.
I know.
No, I'm serious.
Also, and we know you need to get out of here. We want to thank you.
No, thank you.
My hearts, man.
Great. I'm so glad we laughed together and great questions. And I'd love to do it again with you sometime. It's like, these are the times when what you're doing is very important. You're showing us in a whole different way.
Yeah.
We just want to change the narrative.
You are. You're doing it. You're actually doing it. I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl?
The Chiefs.
My producer said the Chiefs.
He said that real confidently.
He said that when he didn't even think about it. He just said the Chiefs. He didn't even take off his glasses when he said it. He just said the Chiefs.
I didn't even stutter when I said it. That says a lot.
Did he stutter?
No, he didn't stutter. No, he
Brady
just
isn't getting another one. That's a fact.
See?
No, sorry.
He said Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask one question. Has he ever heard of a guy named Tom Brady?
Well, he said Brady is not getting another one.
He's not getting another one. Sorry.
Well, let me say this.
That sounds like a prayer, doesn't it?
Right. The opinions of others do not.
No.
Are not on Fluent Radio. Are not on Fluent Radio.
We stick together. You gonna back me up?
Not on Fluent Radio. So
look at you rooting for the white man.
So.
No!
Do you see that? You see what he did? I paid his salary and look what he did.
That is so wrong.
You see, isn't it crazy? I pay his salary. Look what he did. Look. See.
So wrong.
But he's light skinned, so he's light skinned.
Oh, now you gonna go below the belt.
Okay.
So before you get out of here, if you can give us a drop for our station. So basically, what needs to be said? Say, hey, how you doing? I'm Bill Duke, and I'm vibing with Fluent Radio, where all things are fluent.
Okay, yo, this is Bill Duke, and I'm vibing with Fluent Radio, where everything is fluent.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate you. We are definitely going to be in touch, especially when you these upcoming projects that you have. Just let us know. We'd be more than happy to make commercials or promote them. We would love to do it.
Really appreciate it, sincerely.
No problem. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I really do. It was fun. It was fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you be safe. And we're going to be in touch.
Okay. And stay black.
Yeah, of course. I know. I'm gonna stay black, but we got some light skin around here, so I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. You be safe, man.
Cheers, and take care, both of you. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Go.
That was pretty.
Holding back the tears.
That was pretty inspiring.
It was great.
That was pretty inspiring. It was great. It was awesome. It was really dope.
I cried.
No, I said, like, how old is he?
63. I think he's 63.
He's youthful, man.
He's amazing.
He's youthful.
Yes, very amazing. Like that like it's crazy. And when he starts to talk about Emmett Till and that time, and it's
just been another in the coop.
Yeah, just another. Yeah.
He know the bars. Like he know the bars.
He is 70. He's 77 years old, Shantae. 77 years old and smart as and quick as a whip.
Yeah.
Quick as a whip, like, and I loved everything about it, and I hope everyone out there that follow us or who start to follow us loved this interview too. It was very inspiring. I hope everyone took something from it, and know to not ever give up on your dreams and things that you want to do for yourself, and the energy that you put out there, you get back.
True.
That's just what it is.
And think highly of yourself. Bill Duke himself.
Yes. Back in the day, I think it was 1943. Y'all, he had dyslexia.
Mm-hmm.
He still got it.
And but look. So don't never let stuff that's a negative turn into a positive.
It's an automatic thing. Like it's an automatic charge. You have to have a negative and a positive in order to get
true. Otherwise, nothing would exist. Yeah.
Definitely. Ooh. So,
you have both ends on them.
Yes.
Shantae.
Yes. Shantae speaks. Definitely.
I need the little sparkles now.
Yeah, seriously. You need to put some stars in the back, and that'll be your.
The more you know. Stars, and I'm gonna just
Yeah, start decorating that corner a little bit.
I'm on the side because I was over there doing my lives, and then I was like, let me turn it over here. So.
Yes, definitely. Again, we want to thank everyone. And later, we'll be back in a few hours with AJ Johnson, and we're gonna have some fun with that one as well. And again, y'all do not give up on yourself. What you think about you is everything.
The most important thing.
It's everything. No matter what this person say, no matter what that nigga say, it's
the one in the coop say.
The one in the coop say is what you think of you. I think that's all we want around us is you think highly of yourself, because in that way, other people, you can sell that dream to anybody and they'll believe you too.
That's true.
If you believe in yourself enough. So again, thank you everyone. Again, my lovely host, Miss Shantae McKinney. We are going to be back later at about 10 minutes till 5.
He's giving black people hope again. Dark-skinned people.
Yes.
Hope again. He's trying to bring them back.
They ain't never go nowhere.
No, they did. We have done we done a good thing today, y'all, and it's much needed as far as those words of encouragement and everything. And we definitely gonna be in touch with Bill Duke and his people. I'm telling you, y'all, and it's gonna be real dope. Even oh yeah,
how short I am.
I forgot something. Little Flip. I talked to his people last night. They're gonna send us some stuff. And we're going to work with them because he got some stuff coming up. So we're going to work with them. So we got some shit coming up.
Some stuff coming up.
I'm sorry. Shit
there
coming
we go.
up.
Some things busy.
So, all right, Mama. I will talk to you. We'll speak with you a little later. And
hi, Sissy. I miss you.
I know, me too.
Okay.
So I will see you later. Okay.
All right. Love y'all.
Love you too, girl. Thank y'all so much. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.